everybody. I decided to do a little haul. So yesterday I went to Kobey'S Swapmeet. I went to go sell because it was Vintage Alley, but I got a bunch of cool little things, and honestly I love getting my decor and just finding like the coolest like small little adorable things, because everything there is so unique, because you're just like, it's always one of a kind, you know. You never really find a lot of the same things, which is one of the things I love the most. So that's usually where I do most of my shopping, but I don't go too often, so I just go like 2 or 3 times out of the month, but I don't always buy a lot of stuff. But I wanted to do a little haul, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I found was this little Spider-Man 2 hat. I'm pretty sure it can fit my head. I have to wash it first and clean it. And it still has like a little tag, so I thought this was like so freaking cool. If it doesn't fit me, I'm gonna either try to give it to my nephew or I'm gonna try to sell it. Growing up, me and my brothers have always been into like wrestling and stuff like that. So when I found the shirt, I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. It's a Rey Mysterio little shirt. I am gonna try it on after I wash it and see if it fits me, because if it does, I'm gonna wear it like a baby tee, and then but if it doesn't, I'm gonna give it to my little nephew, because this is like the coolest shirt ever. I freaking love Rey Mysterio. Okay, so I have been obsessed with Pinterest, and I'm always on Pinterest, and I have an empty wall in my room that I have been trying to come up with like a good idea of what to add, so I'm gonna insert this picture right here. This is something like an example of what I want to do on my wall, and it includes like a bunch of different frames, like a bunch of different little like stuff. And so far I've collected a good amount of frames with like different artworks. I actually went to Arizona last weekend and I bought like a blueberry, like it's a clock, but it's like blueberry like painted and everything. It's like the cutest thing ever. So I ended up finding some more things to hang up on my wall. Okay, so I found 2 little frames. This little tiny one, it says "Heaven's a little closer in a cottage by the sea," and it has like the cutest little thing ever. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it and sanitize it a little bit, and then put it up. And then I found this other one that has like little like apples, and it's like so freaking cute. I want to go for like a cottage core type of theme, like on the wall. By the way, I still haven't hung up anything. I've just been collecting them because I want to grab like a good amount of stuff and then I'll put it all together. So then I also found this little thing, and I can also hang this up, and it has like a little tulip bouquet on there. And then I also found this little heart one, which it needs to be cleaned, but it's so freaking cute. Then I thought this was kind of like a good idea to like hang up either like that or like upside down on the wall, and I found like a smaller version of it too, so I thought these would like go really well with it as well. Okay, so next up, there was a vendor who was already packing up, but he had like a bunch of vintage Snoopy stuff, and he was packing up because it was already raining, so I couldn't like look at everything he had. But I found the cutest little Snoopy coin, like little piggy banks. They're so freaking cute. Like, these are so fragile too, which I don't even want to like. I have to be so careful with them, but they are so freaking adorable. I have to like sanitize them and clean them, and I'm definitely using them. So that's that. Okay, next up, I found like the cutest little stuffed bears. It's a little farmer and a little cottage girl. They're so freaking adorable, and they're like brand new. They have their tags and everything. I'm just gonna try to figure out a way to like clean them without like ruining the tags, but these are definitely going in my room, or I might give them to my nephew and my niece because it's a boy and a girl, so I think it's like perfect. Okay, so last but not least, I found this is like the coolest little tic tac toe board, and so excuse the noise in the background, but isn't it so freaking cute? I'm gonna put it in my room and I can play with my nephew and my niece when they come over. But that's not the cool part. The cool part is that the little tic-tac-toe things are little cats. And little pieces of cheese. Here, look. They are so freaking cute. Hold on, I'm gonna put it together and I'll show you. Okay, I took all the little cats out of their packages, but look. This is like the cutest thing ever, huh, Santi? Yeah? Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. We're gonna play tic-tac-toe. But that was my haul, and I freaking love Kobey's. And if you have a local Swapmeet that you know that's near you, you should definitely go, because you will find one of a kind pieces like the ones I found. So, okay, bye. Also, I forgot to mention that almost for everything, I think I paid maybe like $25 to $30, which I think it's like the biggest deal ever. But yeah.